Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. Today we are doing an individual reading for the next member in NewJeans, which will be Hanni in this case. And in this individual reading, we're going to check her current energy, her career, her love life, and any healing messages that come through. I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we can jump right into it. Also, actually, before we jump right into it, feel free to subscribe to the channel to show your support, or feel free to comment down below what you think about this video, maybe to show your love for the reading or for Hanni, and make sure you like this video as well to show your support. Or you feel free to join my Patreon so you get a little bit of extra like pick card readings for yourself, collective messages for yourself, and all those things that are more focused on you as my viewer. But with that said, let's start off with Hanni's current energy and figure out what is she going through right now. What is her current energy? We have the Two of Wands reversed. We have the Knight of Wands upright, and one last card is the Queen of Wands. So there's a lot of fire energy, which tells me that Hanni is someone that is very passionate, someone that is very optimistic. She could be someone that is very adventurous, so she likes to learn new things. She is someone that learns on experience, and she loves to just jump into the unknown and figure out what life has for her, and she likes to navigate herself by being very spontaneous. So she just kind of goes with the flow, and she just jumps into new things, goes into new adventures, new journeys, and new paths. She's not afraid of the unknown because she trusts that she will be able to manage everything because of her own skills, and she's not afraid necessarily also of failure because she just enjoys the experience. Now, to start off this reading, we have the Two of Wands. So this kind of shows that with it being reversed, she's finding it a little bit difficult to see the bigger picture in her life. She may not be planning accordingly, or she may not be thinking things through as she would wish or as she would like. And this Two of Wands reverse kind of shows that she doesn't feel that stable, she doesn't feel that comfortable, because there's something that she wants to do but she can't quite figure out what it is. The Two of Wands usually talks about someone that is in their comfort zone, someone that feels at the top of the world, someone that is looking at the horizon in front of them and is ready to just expand and do new things because they feel at the top of the world. So they're very confident, feel very good about their skills, very good about their actions, and they're just kind of thinking what's next, right? So with this card in reverse, it kind of shows that there's something that's stopping Hanni from taking action, or there's something that is making her be a little bit reluctant because she feels that there's something missing. And I do feel that one of the things that is missing based on her other cards is probably a way to channel all of that energy she has within her that is like calling for her to take action, is like almost shouting at her like do something. So she hasn't really figured out what that something is. Now we have the Knight of Wands. This kind of shows that she is someone, currently she's in an energy that is ready to go. She's ready to do things. She's ready to take action. She's ready to go on any new endeavor that life throws at her, any new beginning, any new chapters, journeys, and paths, however you want to call it. Anything new that life wants to throw at her, she is ready for that experience. So this Knight of Wands talks about Sagittarius energy, and is a mutable sign, meaning that she's ready for change. She's ready for the unknown. She's ready to adjust into her new environment and her new experiences. She's ready to just learn from doing things. She's ready to just go for it and see what life has to offer. And this Queen of Wands, which is right next to this Knight, kind of shows that she's ready to she's ready to level up, basically, because in tarot we have court cards and it goes page, knights, queens, and kings, and it's kind of showing someone that is growing up. And in this case, it's kind of showing that she wants to go from this young teenage to young adultish energy, and she's ready to woman up, in a sense of like she's ready to level up with not only her maturity but also her approach on life. So she kind of wants to go from this place of, instead of just going with the flow and just getting things done, she wants to do things with a bit more of purpose. So with the Queen of Wands, we have Leo energy, and here we're talking about someone that wants to be a bit more stable about their values and their approach on life. So whatever motivates her to take action, she wants to stop with this mentality of going with the flow, and she wants to transition into this energy of someone that has an idea, someone that is creative, someone that is going based on what they genuinely want to do, someone with a Queen of Wands, we have someone that's confident, someone that's passionate, someone that's very creative. And this kind of shows that she wants to start taking action based on what makes her happy, what will satisfy her, what will feed her inner child to feel content again. And she just kind of wants to take action in a way where her creativity shows through, instead of just kind of jumping into the unknown and see where it lands her. So I do feel that this Two of Wands reverse could be showing that she's finding it kind of difficult to transition from one thing to the next, because she's so comfortable with just seeing where life takes her. But now that she's making her own decisions, it's becoming a little bit more challenging, because now is like, okay, I want to do this, but how do I go about it? So that's the main thing that she's going through right now in her current energy. But let's see what is going on with her career. We have New Moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. So definitely getting into spirituality, using her intuition. And then we have New Moon in Capricorn with your hard work is paying off. So these two cards kind of shows that she is definitely embarking on a new journey in her life, because we have two new moons, and a new moon usually talks about a new beginning, a new chapter in whatever you're manifesting. The moon is a very good celestial body you can use for manifestation, as it usually takes around a month or so to go through all its phases. So it's a very dynamic energy. It's constantly moving, constantly changing. So it's very good for manifestation in that sense. So the new moon will be a very good time for her to start planning and start manifesting by saying, this is what I want. This is what I'm aiming for. These are my goals. So basically, I guess listing or even thinking about it will be good enough to start planning this new chapter in her life. Now we have Pisces and Capricorn energy, so this kind of shows that this is a very feminine way of doing, I guess, a very feminine energy, meaning that in her career, one of the things that she has to do is just weigh out her options, observe carefully, and use her intuition to figure out which option is the best and the most favorable for her based on whatever goals she has. It's kind of like right now she kind of has to sit back a little bit, relax, and just observe. What do people have to offer to her? What opportunities is the universe bringing to her? And then with her intuition, if she's very connected, she will be able to figure out which path or which opportunity, project, or people are, I guess, the right combination to work with. And with your work is paying off with this Capricorn energy, it's kind of showing that right now it's a good time for her to relax and just kind of lean back a little bit to see the bigger picture rather than continue with her routine of work. This doesn't mean that she needs to let go of her responsibilities within her career. It just means that she kind of has to slow down a little bit with her decision making, so like that she's able to actually listen to her intuition, to her heart, to that like little voice within her that is calling out to her and guiding her towards something that will truly make her happy and that will satisfy her and will fit and be in alignment with this transformation that she's going through. So again, this is kind of just telling her to relax a little bit, to listen to that voice within her, not necessarily to just let go of all her responsibilities and call it a day. Also, with this Pisces energy, there is a chance that the universe is kind of telling her that within her career, one of the things that she's working on is to dream bigger, to go out of whatever box she puts herself in or whatever label she may be restricting herself in, and try to expand more, think above and beyond and outside of the box, and trying to see a bigger picture, trying to see beyond what she thinks is even possible, right? So in a way, kind of let go of control and allow for the universe to show her all of the things that can possibly happen for her that she may have not even thought about. Now, with this new moon in Capricorn, on the other hand, life is also telling her to be very practical about her approach on things. So again, to not let go of her responsibilities, to continue with her work, and just relax her mind a bit more, open her mind. But again, to not kind of let her work, I guess, I wouldn't say get lazy, but just disregard her work, because it's still something that she has to do, again, a responsibility, but also it is part of her journey to continue where she's at. So I do feel that this Capricorn energy is just kind of showing as well another thing, to be very discerning and being very careful who she works with, so like that she doesn't waste time with people that are not even doing their job and actually just lazing around or just trying to get their paycheck. It's like the universe is kind of saying that she needs to start networking with people that have a bit more purpose. Let's see more details about her career. We have the Ace of Swords upright, the Nine of Cups reversed, and the Ace of Wands reversed. So with the Ace of Swords right now, we have two aces. So again, new beginnings. So it seems like in her career, she's going through a period, a new chapter in her life where this Ace of Swords talks that inspiration is coming through, communication is going through very thoroughly, and life or the universe or her spiritual team is advising her and trying to connect with her so like that they can figure out which is the path that will be the most beneficial for her and what is the best next step for her within her career, because they want to make sure that she's doing something that will satisfy her and making sure that her dreams come true. However, they need to talk to her more to figure out what is it that she dreams of, what is it that she wants, because if she's not able to identify what her goal is and what her dreams are, it will be very difficult for her to notice that it's coming true and which path to take to be satisfied. Now, with this Nine of Cups reverse, it's talking about someone that doesn't feel emotionally satisfied, and the goal is to find a dream or a goal, or the goal is to find a goal, but basically to find a path that will definitely satisfy her heart. That's kind of what I'm getting. And until that happens, until she has like a better idea of what she's looking for, this Ace of Wands will stay reversed. What I mean by that is that this card is reversed because no action will be able to be taken within her career until she has things a bit more cleared out and figured things out. So right now she has a lot of creativity going through, a lot of communication with her higher self and with her spiritual team and with the universe. So she is seeing like this higher power and connecting to that, and she is working towards figuring out what she truly wants and what will truly satisfy her. And until she figures that out, then she will be able to start taking action in this new beginning in her life. Like all of a sudden she will get epiphanies and inspiration on how to go about making those dreams come true. But then again, she just needs to figure out what is it that she dreams of. Now let's go into the next section of her life and figure out what's going on with her love life. What's going on with Hanni's love life? I'll take the bottom of this chunk of cards. We have last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. So with the last quarter moon, it kind of shows like the ending of something or the approach of a new moon actually. So yeah, the ending of something. And the other card that we have is full moon in Scorpio with it's time to release negativity. So in her love life, I have a feeling that she may have encountered a disappointment, meaning that I have a feeling that she just broke up with someone and that was very painful for her. We do have some difficult planets going on here. The ruler of Capricorn is Saturn and the ruler of Scorpio is Pluto. So there is a sense of very strong transformations. With Saturn, we have a very harsh teacher, right? It's someone that is bringing a lot of not someone. It's an energy of discipline, it's an energy of time, it's an energy of putting our lives together and organizing ourselves. So in this case, for her, it kind of shows that in her love life, she encountered some sort of disappointment and the end of something. So again, I feel that there may have been a breakup that now she has to leave behind because it already served its purpose. Also, when we have this Capricorn energy, there is a sense that the reason why it didn't work out is probably because it was going to bring a lot of instability for her career as well as her stable foundation as a person. So it was just going to shake her up more if she continued here. And with leave the past behind is like and also with it's time to release negativity, the universe is kind of telling her that in her love life, if something didn't work out or if she feels disappointed that something didn't happen, right now is a very good time for her to just release all of that energy, release all of those thoughts, because it will just be bothering her and it will be an unnecessary burden, and it will make it very difficult for her to continue with things like her career and her growth. And again, this disappointment in her love life was part of her growth, because now she is able to, I think one of the main things she may have learned is some form of seeing herself as an individual. So a sense of like self-worth or prioritizing herself. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is like she may have been disappointed in her love life in such a way that now she has more of an idea of how much she was neglecting herself and putting so much time and effort on other people. So now she's able to see that where she was falling short for herself, how she was not looking out for herself, and how she was giving too much of herself to others. So these two cards is kind of showing that she's going through this transformation, because again, with the Scorpio card, we have Pluto energy, which is about drastic and big transformations. But this is something that had to happen in order for her to grow. So this could have been something that may have triggered her going from this Knight of Wands to this Queen of Wands. So she's just growing up by, I guess, the universe made sure to use this situation as a way of her to realize that she needs to prioritize herself, and also as a way to free her of the potential problems that staying in this energy will have brought to her. Let's see more details. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands reversed, and we have Temperance. Yeah, life really wants her to balance something out. With the Seven of Wands reverse, I'm getting that one of the issues that she was having is that she was not fighting for her beliefs. She was not fighting for herself. She was just allowing others to do as they wanted with her, in the sense of, if someone needed her energy, she would just give that energy. If someone needed her time, she would just give her time. If someone needed some comforting words, they just went for her for it, instead of like taking care of themselves. And she would just give that energy and give and give and give to others, to the point that it was like if she was just giving up on herself. So this Temperance card here is kind of showing that she needed to balance that energy out and stop giving so much of herself and focus more on herself, and also find a sense of patience, a sense of balance and harmony within her. Here we have Sagittarius energy again, so I think Sagittarius energy could be super important for her. I guess it's the best manifestation of what she's working on as a person right now, which is a sense of freedom, a sense of adventure, and going into the unknown to continue learning and having a philosophical way of viewing the world. So instead of just gathering information, it's turning that information into wisdom, right? Like being able to apply what other people are going through and their issues, and being able to learn from that, so she herself continues growing as a person and doesn't make those same mistakes as other people may do. So I do feel that that's the main reason why she was going through this disappointment in her love life, for in order for her to release someone or something that was not good for her, and also for her to finally get rid of the blindfold and see things for what they were, which was that she was not prioritizing herself, and she was almost like giving up on herself by giving so much of her to others. But to end off this reading, let's take out some healing messages for Hanni. Let's see what we got. We have the Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. So she's definitely getting a bit more in tune with her intuition, which we kind of saw in her career. She is listening more to her inner voice, to that gut feeling that tells her like, oh, this is not right, or this feels like the right path, or that inner compass. That's kind of what I'm getting at. With this Hawk Spirit, the healing message here is that right now the Hawk Spirit is helping her by being that third point of view, or that perspective that she cannot see, and is again helping her see this bigger picture, helping her leave past the present moment, in the sense of now she's able to see where all the things that she does now will eventually build up to her future. The next card that we have right here is the Skunk Spirit reverse with Know Your Worth. So clearly this is talking about what we saw in her love life. Right now the Skunk Spirit is working with her to understand what prioritizing herself looks like, what it feels like to be an individual, what it feels like to be this Queen of Wands, which loves herself, is confident, is someone that is super passionate, someone that is creative, and they do what they want to do. It is someone that's very optimistic, very happy, and again, it's someone that knows how to prioritize themselves. I mean, Leo is a very charming sign. It is a sign that is very generous, but also can be self-centered, in the sense that they love themselves and they love when people love them and all of that. You know, very confident sign. And again, someone that is very generous. So I do feel that she can continue being generous, she can continue giving to other people, but not at the expense of herself. And that's what the Skunk Spirit is trying to teach her, right? It's trying to advise her the best balance, the best way to continue with harmony, and also trying to teach her that by taking care of herself, she becomes a clean vessel to be able to continue helping other people. Now let's take one last card for her healing messages. So let's see what is going on. And to end off her reading, we have the Antelope spirit reverse with life is speeding up. I was gonna say the antler, and I was like, I don't think that's right. With it being reversed, it's kind of telling her to slow down a little bit, to which is kind of what we were seeing with her career. It's like slow down a little bit, enough to think things through, to plan things, to figure out what it is that she wants in her life, and then things are gonna speed up. Like right now, life is telling her to relax, take some time off in order to organize her life, organize her thoughts, and have a better idea and a better grasp of what she wants out of life and what her goals are that will bring her the most emotional satisfaction. However, eventually life is going to start speeding up in the sense that all of a sudden opportunities are going to come in, people are going to come in that will help her and guide her down her journey to make those dreams come true. All of a sudden she's going to be very busy trying to get all the work done and all the things necessary to reach those goals. And it's something that I feel like it's gonna be like a snowball effect. Like all of the little things that she's doing for her healing, for her work, her routine, all of those things are slowly going to build up to create this bigger project or this bigger goal, and she will eventually be able to accomplish whatever she set herself out to do and whatever it is that she's co-creating with spirit, meaning that the information that she's getting from her higher self or from her spiritual team is coming down to her, and she's able to kind of work on her present moment to get one step closer and slowly be able to reach that goal that she saw in that bigger picture that the hawk spirit is going to kind of like help her navigate and be able to see. Which, talking about that big picture, is something that is kind of very common with this Knight of Wands and this Temperance, as I mentioned, with Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter always talks about of abundance and expansion of not only our skills but also of our mind, being able to see big terms, big concepts, and be able to simplify them enough so we are able to identify with them as individuals, and kind of like being able to understand information that we currently see and go beyond the surface level, and being able to see the deeper meaning and being able to apply that towards us and have that as learning experiences. So I do feel that that's kind of what she's going for right now. The way that she's leveling up is being able to see the universe and the world in a different light and having a different approach to it, which will in turn help her be a bit more satisfied because she's having a bit more depth and a bit more substance to the life that she is going to be the happiest living in. But anyway, I'll leave it there. I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This reading was very, very straightforward, to the point, and I do feel that Hanni has a very like rushed energy because, I mean, she does have a bunch of wands, not a single pentacle. She's not thinking about her physical world. She's not thinking about money or career. She's just thinking of getting things done and just taking action. So clearly that could explain why I was just talking nonstop and the communication was flowing very, very nicely. That could also explain why the Ace of Swords is here upright. It's like communication with spirit just flows naturally and fluidly. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and love and healing from my part to you, and bye.